Big exciting great news to start your Friday afternoon as the third stimulus package finally finishes its way through the House subcommittees and is ready for a vote. In this third stimulus check and third stimulus package show, I deliver for you the details of what's in the package. We go item by item. The only place you're going to find all the details, no less than 20 items that are in this third stimulus package. I'll explain to you how you get this money, how you get it, and how soon you'll get it, and the incredible great news about where modifications may still erupt. Enjoy this third stimulus check and third stimulus package video on Afternoons LALATE. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Afternoons LALATE. How are you? Made it to the weekend, ready to crush the weekend? Well, the Dow and NASDAQ ended relatively flat for the day. Dow up shortly, about 27 points. NASDAQ up about 68 points. Wall Street is very excited about the third stimulus package now finalized. Earlier today, we got confirmation that all the subcommittees have finalized the bill, and now it's ready for a vote. The vote will be called in the House by February 22nd. So make sure you subscribe, because over the next few days, you're going to see me delineating for you what's in this third stimulus package. A lot of items that gives a lot of relief to every viewer of this channel. If you've subscribed but you have not been getting alerts from this channel, make sure you unsubscribe and then resubscribe. Also, look at that bell on the front of this channel and see if it says all notifications turned on. Turn it off and then turn it back on so that says all notifications turned on. Finally, if you've not liked this video, consider liking the video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. In this recording, you're going to see the importance of becoming a member, because over the next few weeks, we're going to start to pounce to get this money. And I want you to know now, between now and February 22nd, what are the provisions of the third stimulus package that you qualify for, and how are you going to get it? And with that, there's so much happening across the board. I'm very excited for you. Let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news as you start the news afternoon is that a stimulus check is one of nearly 22 items that is now confirmed in the third stimulus package, but the vast majority of viewers of this channel qualify for at least 5 items under the third stimulus package. The stimulus check is perhaps the only item that will be automatic. Everything else you'll have to apply for. So you need to know how, where, and when you apply for it. This channel will get you there. First, the check is $1,400 an individual, $2,800 a married couple, $1,400 a child, and for adult dependents, also $1,400. The income qualification for the stimulus check unchanged from prior packages, $75,000 or less for an individual, $150,000 or less for a married couple. No change there. If you're on benefits, you would get a stimulus check as well. The stimulus check would likely come the way in which your benefits is paid. So if you get benefits electronically, it would likely come electronically. If you have a payee, it would go to the payee. Routing times? Well, they need to get this bill to a vote in the House. That will be no later than February 22nd, and then it goes to the Senate, where it gets fixed around with a Senate parliamentarian and the senators, and more about their impact in a second. And then shortly thereafter, you would get the stimulus check. It's happening. It's not a question of will or could. It's actually happening. We have the bill. It's a finality. It's just a question of what day. The other provisions of the third stimulus package, well, that's where we get really exciting. Because a guy by the name of Senator Ron Wynn, Democrat out of Oregon, chairman of the Senate Finance Committee, suddenly opened up a new floodgate. And that floodgate is just a floodgate of moolah. He's basically saying, hey, we're senators. When we get the bill, we're going to mark it up and go higher if we want to. Really? Yes. He says, I don't like $400 a week of FPUC. I want to go higher. I want to go $600 a week. And if you give me $400 a week, I'm going to vote it down. I'm not going to support it. Wow. So in this recording, I'm not only going to go through the third stimulus package items, but I'm also going to go over who I think you need to tag on social media for the numbers to go bigger. Yes, that's how we do it here. We not only report, but we also push. Okay, let's get to it. First, the stimulus check is $1,400. We all know there's an issue with that. The people you should tag are Ossoff and Warnock. They had promised you $2,000 on top of $1,400. I don't know how many times I have to repeat it. It feels like I'm the only one saying this. It's as though these people sort of skate in and get elected upon promises that then once they're in, they act like they never said it. Ossoff and Warnock said it as loudly as they could say, we're going to send you a new $2,000 check in 2020. That was their promise. On top of the $600 from last year and on top of the $1,400 of this stimulus package. Hold them responsible. They're in the Senate. Next, Bernie Sanders, he promised $2,000 now. He specifically said $1,400 plus $2,000. And moreover, he championed for the $3,200 for adult dependents. Hold him as the batter for the race to get the full stimulus check. FPUC. FPUC was supposed to be retro back to July. Now it's not retro, but it's also $400 from March to September 2021. That was not what was even promised a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago it was January to September 21. Actually, let me correct myself. The bill currently is not September 2020. It's August of 2021. So Ron Wyden says, that's W-Y-D-E-N, says, no, I'm not supporting it. It has to be $600 a week. President Biden, his transition papers in writing. It's probably still even on his website. $600 a week. How can you possibly then go author a bill and do $400 a week? There was no Democrat saying I want $400 a week. It just suddenly became $400 a week. Now, $400 is a good number. Understand that a new report out today says that the average American on unemployment will get about $750 when you combine the base level unemployment and FPUC. That's $700 for about 30-something weeks between now and August approximately. So that's a sizable amount of money. That's $20,000, $30,000. But it still should be bigger. And so make that push. FPUC and UI and PUA are also extended to August of 2021. Rent assistance, utility assistance, mortgage assistance, those are all in there. So the rent assistance, the money would go to the state and local. The utility assistance, money would go to the state and local. And the mortgage assistance, the money would go to the state and local. You would apply for it to get that assistance. The great news about the homeless assistance, which is another provision, is there'll be homeless money for people for homelessness, but it'll be done in a way which is absolutely quite incredible. It'll be for people who are currently homeless, people who are facing homelessness, or people who chose homelessness because of social issues. For example, someone who ran away from home from domestic violence but ultimately became homeless. So it'll cover those incredible items as well. How you apply, where you apply, it will all be covered by state and local. Next will be childcare in there. Then we turn to the business grants. The business grants, again, was promised at $10,000 EIDL, and the business loans, a new business loan to go start up a new business. What is in the third stimulus package bill? Now, ultimately, maybe it's somewhere else. Maybe I didn't see it. But the EIDL grant is $5,000 plus this other thing, which is not particularly clear. There is a $5 million business grant for restaurants, which can go as low as a hot dog stand per location. And then there is more money for Save Our Stages and another round of PPP. It's not particularly clear why a business that may have been in operation when the pandemic hit and was making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year is getting $5,000 as a grant, but the hot dog stand on the corner is getting $5 million, up to $5 million, not particularly clear. Finally, where's that loan to go start a new business? I couldn't find it. So ultimately, if you're watching this saying, I don't think that's fair. Sorry, I don't think that's fair. You know what you should do? You should go on social media and tag everyone on the business committee of the Senate. They are people like Cardin, or it's people similar to like Cardin, or the senator out of Arizona, or Marco Rubio, or Ted Cruz. These are the people who have always wanted you to get lots of business money. To say you're going to give a business owner $5,000 from January last year to the end of this pandemic, it's It's frankly insulting. It doesn't make any sense. These, whether it's Republican or Democrats, they've always wanted to give big business grants. So go to them and tag them as well. Next, paid sick leave. Paid sick leave will be calculated as the following. Up to $1,400 a week based upon a $73,000 annual salary. If you made less than that, then you get less per week. If you made more than that, you only get $1,400 a week. How does this work? You have to stay home because you have COVID, you get it. If you have to stay home because you have to quarantine, yeah, you get it. If you have to stay home because a family member has COVID, you get it. And if you have to stay home because your child's school is closed, even though the child's healthy and you're healthy, you get it. Next, their student aid supplement is $1,700. I haven't seen this, and I haven't seen how it's qualified. It was supposed to be for college students. Hazard pay remains the big mystery. I've not seen it in the bill provisions. Ultimately, we're working with the subparts of the bill. We're going to see the bill next week, no later than, the 20th approximately of February, and we will see what it says about hazard pay. Then we get to the big great news about multiple stimulus checks. Multiple stimulus checks are coming out of the child tax credit, but they're not coming out of the earned income tax credit or the child care tax credit, which doesn't particularly make a lot of sense. Let me explain each of them first before I explain to you how they're applied. First, the year for them is all the 2021 tax year, meaning the tax return you're filing next year. The child tax credit is $3,600 for a child under the age of 6, so 5 to 0, 5 to minus 20, $3,600. 17-year-olds to 6-year-olds will get $3,000. The expansion of the earned income tax credit is $1,500 if you made $21,000 or less working as an essential worker. Again, that's $1,500 if you made $21,000 or less. And finally, child tax credit is $4,000 of child tax credit for one child, or child care tax credit of $8,000 if you have 2 or more children, based upon deducting 50% of what you spent. Okay, so now you understand what they are. Let me explain to you how they're applying them. The child tax credit will be prepaid as an advance grant to you from the IRS as a check, not as a credit, but as an actual physical check. If you have a child 4 years of age and a child 3 years of age, let's use that example. You have 2 kids. You're going to get checks for both kids. You're going to get a $3,600 check for one kid and a $3,600 check for the second kid. But it won't come all together. It'll come over 12 months. They'll pay you a little bit every month till it gets even out. 12 divided by $3,600 divided by 12 is $300 a month. You'll get $300 a month for the first child and $300 a month for the second child over 12 months. The first payments will start in the month of July of this year. This is huge. I have one viewer of the channel, Chef 7, as he affectionately is called, because he has 7 kids, all teenagers or younger. And he will get 7 checks as far as I see at the moment, unless I see a disqualification after, 5 kids or something. I haven't seen that yet. He will get upwards of $21,000. Yes. Now, where the bill needs to be modified is for the earned income tax credit. If we're prepaying the child tax credit now in the month of July over 12 months, why not take that person's $1,500 check as a single individual with no children, worked hazard pay during the pandemic, made $21,000 or less? Why don't we take that check and prepay it as well? It makes sense. In the video right after this, I'll be going over more of these details. There's just a lot happening. Rent, utilities, mortgage assistance is in there. There's so much across the board. I don't want you to miss a single amount of money. I don't want you to miss a single recording, so make sure you subscribe. Also like this video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. Stay informed, stay focused, stay alive for more.